and lodge our complaint there to him ourselves. The officers wanted to go to there, and Moses says, I don't think that's a good idea. Moses, I don't think so. It's your fault. We're going to go see what we can do to help this. And so Moses says, okay, you go ahead. But Moses, in the meantime, says, wow, what am I going to do? So he says, I better go ask God. Moses is pretty smart about that. Go to the right person. And chapter number 5, go down to the last 2 verses, 22 and 23. And it says, And Moses returned unto the Lord and said, Lord, wherefore hast thou so evil entreated this people? Why is it that thou hast sent me? For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in thy name, he hath done evil to this people. Neither hast thou delivered thy people at all. Moses went to God in prayer. And he was kind of complaining a little bit. Moses says, God, I come here because you told me to come, and you told me that you was going to deliver these people. Your people. And what has happened? I go to Pharaoh, and now he makes their life more miserable. God, what have I done? Andy?
So God told Moses at the beginning he was going to harden Pharaoh's heart.
Yes, sir, he did. He did that several times, more than one occasion before Moses left Sinai. He told him, Pharaoh's heart will be hardened.
You think he did that so he wouldn't get disheartened?
Yes, I think he pre-informed Moses the fact that, look, Pharaoh's going to harden his heart. He did that so he wouldn't be too discouraged, knowing that when he went in there to him, that he would harden his heart and not listen. Moses, God tells him, he says, Moses, he's not going to listen to you. But that's okay. I got a plan. Don't worry about it. I have a plan. That's why I give him the 3, one of the reasons why I give him the 3 miracles is to show Pharaoh, look, this God's powerful. And we'll look a little more of that here in a minute. But Moses went, and of course he went to the right person, and he lodged his complaint. And Moses, of course, then remembered the things that he was told, that Pharaoh would have a hardened heart. But God assured him that, look, there's promised land for you that I promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I promised that land to them, and they will be there. Moses, don't get excited. It's going to be fine. It's coming. Now I want to skip over a little bit, go to chapter 7, and we'll go to verse number 8. And it says, And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying, When Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, Show a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, Take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall be a serpent. And Moses and Aaron went into Pharaoh, and they did so as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh also called his wise men and his sorcerers and now the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with their enchantments. For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods. And he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said. Moses, Pharaoh's going to want you to show him a miracle. No problem. Aaron, take my staff and put it on the ground and watch what happens. It became a serpent. Now, what is a serpent? I stopped there and thought for a minute. You know, we hear and read in Genesis about the serpent coming to Eve. Is this the same serpent or the same type of creature? Serpent. Didn't think about that much, did you? I didn't either until I stopped and kind of rationalized a little bit here. Is it the same? And what is a serpent? Anybody want to hazard a thought? Here in the scriptures, when it talks about a serpent, what is it? Most people, Mark?
I don't know if this is true, but, you know, he did say, God said to the serpent that you would crawl upon your belly. So apparently before that, it must have had legs of some sort. So I don't think it was the same thing.
Good explanation. Because that is what it says there in Genesis. You know, most people conjecture that it's a snake. Is it a snake? Good question, huh? I'll let you ponder that a while. Let's keep on going. So, he throws it down. Aaron puts the staff down, and it became a serpent. And Pharaoh, not being outdone, he calls in his magicians and his sorcerers and his people there that he's got, his wise men. And they all have this staff and they walk in. Oh, he did that, did he? And so they say an enchantment and they do this and do that and throw the staff down and boom! Now we got a whole bunch of serpents there going around. But what happens? Moses' serpent eat up all their serpents. So what's that tell you? Moses' serpent was really hungry. Huh? He was starving to death. Wow, I gotta have something to eat. No. It shows you God's power over Satan's power. They were able to equal the turning the staff into a serpent. But whose power was stronger? God's power, because his power was able to overcome and conquer the other power. God he was showing that to Pharaoh. Yeah, you got some power here through your enchantments and your magicians, but my power is a whole lot stronger than yours.